The Dallas Cowboys schedule. Let's take a look at it. Here we
I don't
go.
have the patience to jack with you.
All right. They got the Cowboys and the Giants in MetLife to kick off Sunday Night Football schedule.
Ooh-wee.
Then the Giants co-tenants of MetLife comes to kick off the Jones Mahal schedule. Jets and Cowboys at Arizona. So that'll be. It's Colt McCoy there still, right? Is it Colt?
As far as we know.
And so New England.
Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi's coming. It's going to be Mac Jones. Let's be honest. At San Francisco on a Sunday night. At the Chargers on a Monday night. The Cowboys coming here October 16th. TJ, that's the
Are you coming? Are you going to go
that's
to
the
that
time.
game?
That's the time you're going to have to leave your house.
Yesterday, I looked at the schedule and I said to myself, you know what? If somebody can hook me up with a ticket, I'm going to go with this.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Just spend the money.
I know a guy named Stubb. His last name is Hub.
Nah,
There's a
man.
ticket and a master.
Yeah.
It's Monday. Somebody out there, I'll get the hook up. I'm
You
not
want
worried
Daniel
Must be
Jeremiah
nice.
next time he's on? He only calls radio games for him.
I'll call my Uncle Jerry.
Oh,
He's got
sorry.
the hook up.
My bad.
My Uncle Mike. My brother Mike.
Then a bye week.
Get your act
The
together.
Dallas Cowboys, followed by a visit for the Chargers co-tenants.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams visit on a Sunday right before November. It starts with at Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Now it gets personal.
Yeah.
Home for
definitely.
the Giants. At Carolina. Cowboys v. Bryce Young. Then it's the Thanksgiving game against Washington. As we mentioned, the Cowboys now play the first Thursday after Thanksgiving, always against another team that plays on Thanksgiving. So it's a full complex. It's not a short week
Yeah, it's that
on
full
Thursday night.
I like that.
Sunday night against Philadelphia, at Buffalo, at Miami, home for Detroit.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that is a tough December schedule.
I'm going to say,
So I like it.
11 and 6.
That's a tough December schedule. If you want.
Maximum 13 and 4.
AFC.
I think 12 and 5
Go
again.
to Miami in December. You think, okay, we're out of the cold. It's great. It's not a cold weather game. Weird
I think the
stuff
Pats are 2 and 9
happens.
in their last 11 December Miami games.
It was so much weird stuff happened. Brady thought the footballs were being, because it used to be the footballs were handled by the home team for both teams. And Brady always thought that in Miami, right before a game-winning drive, they would bust one fresh out of the box and it would just be all shiny and slippery and slick. And here, Tom, there's your football. So that's when Brady and a bunch of quarterbacks in the NFL, I think Peyton Manning was one, Hasselbeck was another. This is how long ago it was, too. That they told the NFL, we want to use our own footballs on the road. And they did, and the NFL's like, done. That's how it messes with your head.
Well, you ain't
Messes
getting
with
what
you.
Michael Parsons said, so we're cool.
Okay?
Yeah. He ain't gonna care.
No, don't mess with Mark Parsons.
But, I mean, this schedule is, I mean, it seems fair. It's just a bye week, week 7, a little early.
A little early, but you know, it is
But the
what it is.
December schedule, December jumps out at you.
It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
And Aaron Rodgers,
If you want to be the best, you got to play the best.
Rodgers and Dallas just can't quit each other. Even when he goes to the Jets, he has to play in Dallas. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every Sunday
right.
on the Roku channel, 12 to...
Let's pull that down. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I am here at the Red Brick House. I have been here since 8 o'clock this morning, busting ass, and it has been an incredible day. But now it's time to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. And literally, I still have some of the stank on me, but it was a great day. Let me say shout out to Lola, Miss Hot Sauce, Alan Williams, Ryan Craigie, tailgate member for 17 months. Shout out to me. Mark, come to the Panthers game. A lot of us are in North Carolina. I was thinking about doing a tailgate there. For Carolina, because that's close enough that we can drive down and I can bring a lot of my gear there. Now, here's the thing that's also interesting is Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction Gig Economy is actually looking at making a weekend trip for the New York Stinking Giants game. If I go to that game, what we could do is, because that is a little bit further of a drive, that's about 6-7 hours, we could actually do the Italian Big Sub. Italian Big Sub. Carolina Cowboys, that's right, Ryan. Thomas Garrett. Thomas isn't that far away from there. Linda, sorry about your mother, D. Gale. D. Gale, I didn't know anything. Hopefully she's okay. I predict my Eagles versus Dallas for the NFC Championship game, Mark. Well, you know what, Logan? You must have been reading my mind, Logan, because I realized something, okay? One, I've been dealing with insulation for 3 days and dealing with shower pans and everything else and trying to make sure that we make the building inspector happy here. It's been about 80, low 80s with no AC in here. We got good convection. We got the ceiling fans that are spinning around here that help some. And literally today, I have 13,892 steps on the day. Had 14,000 yesterday. So Thomas, you and I are about the same difference away from that. Now, Julian, you know Buffalo in the wintertime is cold, right? You didn't see, did you remember what happened there where they literally had like tunnels that they had to dig in the snow? You know, that they were asking fans to help dig out the players to get them to the airport? And I'm like, I ain't flying an airplane when there's literally 7 feet of snow out there. I'm not doing that. But if you want to go to Buffalo in December, God be with you. God be with you on that one. But here's the thing that I find interesting here, because I've got, Philly 500 and, all of his people. Help me, Rhonda. What's up? Well, I tell you what, Rhonda, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., I'm going to be here at 6 a.m. because I got some guys coming in to hang drywall. We're getting drywall on the old part of the house there. And I'm picking up the lumber to start framing out the deck. Oh! Okay, anyway. All right. Julian, as a Toronto native, it's the best you can do. Oh, okay. So, well, then you're used to the weather. Okay. See, that's a different story. If Toronto, you're north of Buffalo, so you get that bad weather. See, us down here in Virginia, I don't think we got more than 2 inches of snow this year. So, I mean, we've had blizzards where, we got 36 inches of snow, but that's too much for me. That's way too much for me. But anyway, back to you Eagle fans that are constantly on Dak Prescott's job, always saying the Cowboys need to get rid of Dak. And somebody, Eagle fan said, I predict the Cowboys, Eagles, and the NFC Championship game. I was going to say, if we just don't play the 49ers and Green Bay, maybe we'd have a different result in the playoffs. Because here's the thing, I now understand why Eagle fans are constantly saying, trade Dak. Trade Dak. Trade Dak. It's not that they're actually concerned about us playing better. No. They're not looking out for our benefit and saying, trade Dak Prescott because you're never going to win with Dak. What it is it's because he kicks their teeth in. He kicks their teeth in. Every single time. I was sitting here because I was like 20 minutes before the show, because I literally stopped working at 8:30. Okay, I stopped at 8:30, set up my computer and everything else here. I thought Mike was going to be joining me and stuff. My beautiful bride brought me some food here, so that way I could eat here. Strippers. Oh, we're not having any strippers. No strippers at the Red Brick House. No. But I was like, I know Dak over the last 3 games against the Eagles has averaged like 43 points a game. Yeah, 40 bird. Because I remember last night, that was the past? Oh, Logan. So the last time he played and he scored 40 points and won, that's the past now? If that's the case, then your Super Bowl win that you just had is in the past too. Okay? All right, because let me give some facts here, okay? This, we know he's 8-3 against the Eagles in his career. But would you believe that he's got a 98.9% rating? This includes his rookie year. Has almost 3,000 yards, 2,757 yards, 19 TDs to only 8 interceptions. Guys, his completion percentage against the Eagles in his career, 67.5. Now understand, his first couple of years kind of brought that average down. Take a look, Eagle fans. Look, Eagle fans. I know you don't want to look, but shut your mouth up and look. Look at the last 3 games of Dak Prescott's completion percentage. 80.8, 77.8, 77.1. He's averaging 250 yards. And that includes, and you look at this, you look at the first couple of years, where he had 37 yards because we had already won the division. That game brought down the total. Even with that game, okay, and then of course you got right there 145, 179. With numbers like that, he still averages 250 yards against you guys. 1.7 TD passes to 0.7 interceptions. And a 98.8. Look at the rating. Look at that. After 2018, 102.8, 104.9, 100.5, 74.5, 143.3, 151.8, 124.3. Now you guys, I know you went to the Super Bowl and lost. Congratulations. But NFC Championship game, Cowboys, Eagles, that might be the best matchup the Cowboys could actually have, would want. Because we know you mother humpers. We know you mother humpers. And the reason why I bring this up is last night when Philly 500 was talking about the schedule release, he was releasing. Pause. Somebody asked him, it was a Cowboy fan, asked him, they said, hey, Philly, what about Dak and those 40 burgers? Doesn't matter because we went to the Super Bowl. No, wait. We're not talking about the Super Bowl now. We're not talking about, see, you talk about the Cowboys stink, but yet one Dakota Prescott has been kicking your ass. Kicking your ass. That's all we're talking about right now. So, as we sit here with Philly 500 talking about 15-3, and the team that lost to the Commanders too, I'm just saying, I want to get the take of the Eagle fans on that one, okay? I just want to get your take, because you're always talking about Dak Trashcott. Dak Trashcott. Regresscott. Okay? Mr. Dink and Dunk. Mr. Dink and Dunk has averaged 7.7 yards per completion in his career against you. Mr. Interception. He's only averaged 3/4 of an interception against you per game. And that's throughout his whole career. I mean, you look at 1-8. 5 TDs? 5 TDs on your ass? Okay. All right. I'm still waiting for Eagle fans. Willie Vesser, the Eagles always go to. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait, what? My mouse. What you doing, mouse? The Eagles always go to the Super Bowl and loses. That's nothing new. Well, for a while there, they even weren't going to the Super Bowl. But be that as it may, shout out to you, Willie Besser. Double R, Regina Green, how you doing, family? Twiz, your team stinks, but you are cool peeps. What's up, Sugar Daddy Williams? Alan, yes, I asked Mark in the last live to give us one. You mean the blue balls? Yeah, Lola wants 2 blue balls. Okay, so yeah. Simba, long time no see. What's up? Pause. Okay. He was releasing. Pause. Okay. And Dak is 1-3 in the playoffs in 7 years. No, he's not 1-3, jackass. Jen, come on now. It's 2-3. 2-3. 2-3. Get it right. Come on now. And I will say the Dallas Cowboys are 2-3 with Dak as the quarterback. But again, but here, okay, but hold on. Let's take your premise, Eagle fans, that Dak Prescott sucks. If Dak Prescott sucks, then how come he's averaging almost 2 touchdowns a game against you? How come he's averaging 40 burgers against you the last 3 games?
Jalen Hurts hasn't beaten them.
How come your new crowned best quarterback in the NFC has never won a game against them? Come on now. We got to pay Diggs. Well, okay, but see, here's the interesting thing. All right, so changing the subject. All right, so right now, all of our rookies are under contract. Here's the thing, and I can pull up over the cap, because what's amazing is the players that count against your cap are the top 51. After the 51, then they don't count on your cap numbers. So when you start looking at
Only our number 1 pick.
Our tight end, he counts, but he's only counting like 750,000 or something like that. But most of them are considered like past the 50 players on the rosters. So we have all of them signed right now, and we have $12.7 million. $12.7 million, okay?
And about a month, in less than a month, we'll get $2 million.
Double R, I guess your screws are going to stay loose. Regina Green, shout out to the ladies. You know what I've got to do? I've got my Stream Deck here. I need to get the sounds for that one so I can have it here on the road too, because I miss having my ladies' night, okay? Shout out to the lovely ladies. We got Rhonda in the house. We got Lola in the house. We got Regina Green. Jen, are you a lady, Jen? I'm just double checking. That could go either way. We got Joanne Gonzalez. We got Stacy Schubert in the house. Appreciate all the love and all the support from you great fans. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's pull this up right here. I'm excited. I don't know why. Wrong one. You're looking at my streaming set. I don't know why I am still actually wait. Al, what's up? Al Itzson. Mark, Dak needs to fire his lawyer and hire you. Ooh, you know what? I tell you what. Brother here would work cheap. Just let me hang out at your house. Use the pool. Go out on the football field. Give me a couple of good bottles of rum and, some good chicken wings, That's it. I don't need 10% of your salary. I'd take it. But, I'd love that. Dak, have your people, have Uncle Phil call me. Okay, just have Phil call me. He got my number. He's got my number. Okay. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Yes, on Sunday. Don't forget about Mom. Please don't forget about Mom, because, a lot of us are broadcasting from our mama's basement. So, all we have to do is say, thanks, Mom! Okay? All right? Let's look at over the cap here. So here we are with the little old Dallas Cowboys, okay? And why is this? Okay, cap space. $10.731 million, okay? Right? Doesn't sound like much though, does it? But now we get 10.5 more. And so people are saying, but you got to pay Diggs, okay? Understand here, when you get a new contract, see, you can see here, if you look, my mouse is acting funny. Must have got dust on it. You can see Zeke's cap number at 16.72, but what's going to happen is the dead money cap savings right over there We're basically going to get charged 5.8 this year and 5.8 next year, and we'll get back to 10.9. So that money's coming. But what happens when they sign new contracts or extensions, they have room in the contracts to basically play games. You saw Jalen Hurts' contract where literally it's only $6 million this year.
Patrick Holmes' contract has a lot
Right.
of triggers in it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of triggers and ways of, really paying them cash money in their pockets, but not on the salary cap. Okay, and that's the difference. So if you go through and do digs, you still have this year that you can do it. So it behooves you to get it done before the season starts. You also have with CD, you've got the 5th-year option. So you've got 2 years in there that you can play with to spread out his money. So it could be a $100 million contract, but you may end up having a cap hit number of this year of like $5 million. Double R, Mark crazy with it. I'm always crazy, man. I'm crazy. They call me Crazy Mark, okay? Mark, you need to shave. Yeah, I forgot my what do we call it? The ball shaver.
I don't even use that anymore.
I use it to trim up my beard. Okay, I'm too old to shave my
It
balls.
actually licked me up a couple of times. That's why I stopped using it.
But here's the thing. Listen, I'm going caveman on y'all. Okay, I'm going caveman. David Wiley, what's up, David? I think I found your extended cord. Pause. Your charging cable. Okay.
That's not a pausable moment. It's just,
Well, no, I said I found your long cable. I said pause because you know somebody's gonna. Okay.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
All right. Yeah. Yes, because Mark, us to sub, and y'all hear sweet things, not the truth. Oh, Alan. Are you saying I'm lying that Dak Prescott owns your ass?
You know Jalen Hurts.
Are you honestly saying that I'm lying?
Jalen Hurts beat Cooper Rush, not Dak Prescott.
Barely beat Cooper Rush. Barely beat Cooper
But he
Rush.
beat Cooper Rush and won Dak Prescott.
Oh, what is it? I can't remember what it's called.
What is?
The shaver.
It's Manscaped.
Manscaped, yeah.
I don't use that.
Okay, so I have a Manscaped. They actually gave me a Manscaped to try out, right? Okay, but when you get to be my age, I don't need a shave. I just don't. But okay, this one, yes, this is made by my beautiful bride. Yes, this is made by my beautiful bride, Tracy. I do have a website, Manscaped, yes. And it's actually a great it's great for like trimming up and when it gets thick, but I left it at home. Okay? Actually, it's not that bad because here's the thing. In 2024, oh, you mean the cap, there's more money. Right now, the projections have us at $27 million next year and then $181 million the following year because the salary cap is going to blow up because of all the new money that they're getting. All these games in Germany and, getting ready to get the Jaguars in England and the gambling money. Lord knows the gambling money. Good Lord, the gambling money. Balls to the wall. You know what?
Balls to the
It's Lola's fault because she said she wanted 2 blue balls. I'm blaming Lola.
I mean,
Okay.
Giants blue or old school Cowboys blue.
No, okay. I don't have blue balls today. I've only got brown balls.
I mean, it's
today.
old school.
Okay.
Old school Cowboys blue.
Alan wants to time people. Y'all still on the couch. Balls to the wall. Let's see. Big Mozzie Smith. We went from Dak to shaved balls.
That's their fault.
Okay, back to the salary cap. Let's see if we can get this train back on the tracks here. Because I noticed when we started talking about shaved balls, all of a sudden the numbers started going up. Is that Eagle fans coming? What? Shaved balls?
I'm surprised not a train coming.
Oh, Lady Libra. What's up, Lady Libra? Okay, some nights, I don't know how we get off. Oh, Lordy. I don't know how we get off the train. I'm so tired. Brown balls are so sexy. Oh, Rhonda. Oh, my God. Okay. Pause. Everybody's having a good laugh tonight. It's a brown ball, okay? It's a brown ball, okay? I left my blue balls at home, okay? Scary Jerry. Old balls aren't sexy. But quite honestly, are any balls sexy? I don't know. But anyway, look, blue balls are angelic. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know how to get this train back. I'm gonna pause for a minute and see if we can get back to football
There's no trains
as opposed to
coming
blue
by.
balls.
There's no trains coming by. No trains.
What about big ball? Oh my God. Linda, I don't know. Listen, somebody started talking about me. I need to shave, okay? I don't understand why people are so adamant about my work, about my looks, okay?
What's wrong with your
Listen,
beard? It looks good.
I'm a wild man. I work until I drop. I don't have time. I don't have a makeup department, okay? Because we used to broadcast from my mom's basement. We don't have a budget to have makeup and crew. In fact, we have to work to support the show up until the show. Lola, she wants blue ones. Okay, all right. Shout out to Lola. Nothing could be finer than kick ass in Carolina. Okay, Carolina Cowboys wants us to go tailgate in Carolina. All right. Here's what I need. Okay, tell you what, Carolina Cowboy. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to be the eyes on the ground. If we're gonna do that, I need you to help me find the perfect location for the game. What?
I think Rashid and DJ want to go to that game too.
Okay.
And then Rashid's a Giant fan, so he wants to go get together.
The train is left. I'm trying to talk about football. Football. Okay. Football in Carolina. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina with blue balls. Is that what we're saying? Because I'll have a bag full of blue balls. Okay. I don't have any more brown ones. I got only blue ones. I only have a few brown ones. The ones I have now are blue. Now they do also have them red. Do we want red balls? Then that way we can have like a whole, we got brown balls, blue balls, red balls. Anybody want red balls? Okay, all right. Okay. Moving right along. If we're gonna go to Carolina, I need to find a place in Carolina that would be advantageous for us to tailgate. Pause. Save the balls talk. Okay. Save your money. Nothing is going to help. Nothing's what my looks. Quite frankly, I think actually. I tell you what. I'm gonna let's do a poll here. Let's do this. This is for the ladies. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this poll out to the ladies. Okay? We'll see what they have to say. Shout out to Raven S. What? Oh, I was like, I said shout out to Raven S, and all of a sudden I heard, I was like, damn, what I hit? What I hit?
Walmart's across the street.
What's up? Happy Friday, Raven S. Shout out. 24 months for Raven S as a tailgate member. Holy moly. He's definitely going to get a blue ball. And we're working on, he's definitely going to be getting some blue ball. Yeah, actually, before you get ready to leave to work with DJ and all that stuff, we got to ship out a whole bunch of stuff to super fans and Mojo crew members that have been there for 24 months. We got a lot of them to take care of. Okay.
We got time.
All right. So I'm just putting this out there for the ladies. Okay.
You get the information.
Is a man that's been working hard on building a home. And that's what we have here, a home. Okay. His hands. Look, these hands right here. Look at these hands. These big hands. Look at that.
How many times?
That these big hands that have been molding this plaster and the framing the wood and looks a little scruffy and tired, okay? If that's sexy, or would you rather have that guy who's got that fancy car, you know, that's living in his mom's basement, that he's about to be repossessed, but he's got the good haircut and the nice suit, right? I'm just asking. I'm taking, so I'm not looking for anybody. Not looking. I got a great one, but I'm just asking because I get so many people that are like, you need to comb your hair. Look, this is my sweated out hair because I've been working real hard. Okay, it's got dust and dirt in it because I've been building and creating and all that. Long story short, I have to start over on my membership on 19 months, just waiting for my new credit card. Bobby Ice, send me an email and remind me of that so I can make sure that we know that. Okay. Oh crap, I voted. My Glimmer Man? Well, this day and age is kind of like, well, he is kind of sexy. I'm just saying, pause. Vado, what's up, Vado? I love you. Now it's big, yeah, Scary Jerry, I do actually have big hands. If you go to Hall of Fame, they have like Michael Irvin's hands, like imprinted. My hands are about the same size as Michael Irvin's.
I see something.
Okay, they're big. Does their tape measure over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, it's big hands. Okay, it's from working on that wood here. You get big hands when you work all that wood.
No, your hand's the same size as your face when you spread it out. That's why they get you with it's about the same size as your face.
Same size as your face.
That's why they get you with the cancer thing. That you got cancer, they push your hand.
What are you saying?
Your hand.
What? I'm supposed to pound my face? Okay,
No,
we're getting silly here.
It's as big as your face.
No Popeye's chicken tonight. That was a treat because we had busted ass and stuff. So no. Hey Mark, Jobu footballs that are blue, white, silver would be cool. Okay, you have to pick a color. You can't have all. I got the blue one thinking that was going to be closer to the Cowboys colors. Okay, they were out of the brown. I think they have white and red now. Okay, I don't know if anybody wants white balls. Anybody want white balls? So I need to put that up. Okay, I need to ask. Okay, so what color balls do you guys want me to get? Okay, pause. Okay, they have brown, blue, red, and white. Anybody want white balls? Okay, all right, moving on. Back to the Dallas Cowboys. We're about to have about $21 million in 2 weeks.
Thanks to Zeke Elliott.
Yep, it's sexy. I said it. Uh-oh, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Damn, Gina. Gina said a hard-working man that's a little scruffy and dirty is sexy, Mike.
I just got off the phone with Bishop.
Especially if he's building a love shack.
Hey, but other than putting the holes in and putting the boxes in, who put all the lights in besides that?
Rhonda said blue balls. Blue balls with a star. Okay, we'll get. I'll tell you what we'll do. These all say spread the mojo because we're all about good feelings. But we'll get the Jobu star put on the next ones. How about that? My Cowboy sister star. Okay, all right. Here's the question, because we've got these pesky Eagles that have already determined that they're going to win the Super Bowl, okay? They've already determined that there's no point in even playing the games because it's ordained that they are God's gift to the NFL, that they're going to be going 15-3, and the only reason why they're losing 3 games is because, they got bored. They just wanted to give other teams hope. That the Dallas Cowboys quarterback just sucks blue balls, okay, or something like that, just sucking on the balls, okay, I don't know. What about 3 balls, red, white, and blue? Okay, you can only get one color on the ball, okay? They're not, okay.
Well, don't get off topic real quick.
Pause, Mike. Mike says every time I say pause, they're taking a shot. You're probably drunk now. Okay. God, how did I get on the balls?
Because somebody said they wanted 2 of them.
Miss Gibson, can you help us turn this whole thing around? Because this has got to be crazy. All right, speaking of crazy, I'm sitting here and I feel like the Dallas Cowboys have the greatest opportunity this year. I know the Giant fans think, I'm already getting Cop Pizzle saying, "You're up first, geek." Okay, Cop Pizzle every year, he's like the hurricane warning, that comes out and then you wake up and the sun's shining and there's no hurricane. Okay, every year Cop Pizzle goes ahead, he gets crazy and worked up, and I want the belt and everything else. And even if we had bet the belt, he still wouldn't have it because they always suck ass.
I thought
And lose.
What happened to him quitting YouTube?
He quit YouTube, but he's on the Twitter, okay? Because Twitter is all about fighting. So I guess that's the perfect place for Cop
It is the
Pizzle.
perfect place.
Okay? Carolina Cowboy. Okay, again, I'm talking about Pizzle now, okay? I'm going back to Pizzle. I need you, email me and say, "Hey, Mark, I'm going to be spotting out, scoping out. I've been to Carolina Stadium and I know what lots you need to be in," and so on. So, if we going to do this, we already hearing about Rashid and Mike and probably da-da-da.
If my money's good, I'll go.
He said if his money's good.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Because DJ Rashid want to go, so I was like, you can all go with
But see, you know what? It's kind of like, I hate to say this, but it's kind of like a crackhead that says, I'm clean now. But, it's kind of like YouTube. It's like, but that channel it keeps calling me. You know that he's going to come probably after training camp opens. I bet you there'll be return of the Pizzle. Guaranteed. Because he'll be, oh my God, we got the Cowboys season opener.
Oh, that's like it's fit.
I want that Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction belt. You know he's gonna go all in. Okay.
Yeah, nice belt too.
I know that the Giants feel like, we got Daniel Jones. All of a sudden, Daniel Jones is the greatest quarterback since Joe Montana. Okay. We know the Eagles have visions of grandeur, and they believe that they're not going to lose a game. And now we have the Commanders, who today actually signed the agreement entering in the change of ownership.
Yeah, Rashid told me about
Okay.
that.
So they are officially no longer Daniel Snyder's team.
Uh-oh.
Are those sirens in the background? Yeah, the fire station is just like 2 blocks away, which is always good, to have a fire department close by. And here's another good thing. With brick walls that are this thick, hey, listen, there was a war here. I don't know if y'all know that, but there was a war here that came, Civil War. In fact, here's where I feel confident about the red brick. There's a house that I would love to buy that needs to be renovated. It's like this one, but worse. But it used to have a cannonball from the Civil War that the brick wall stopped. And it stopped. So, as long as I'm not standing in the window, I feel okay. I got the brick there to protect me. But for getting back to the Cowboys, and I'm glad we got off the balls, okay? You have to look at this season and say, I know the Eagles feel that they're the juggernaut, but it's not like you haven't beaten the Eagles like, say, the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers, okay? You do well against the Eagles. It's not like the Cowboys haven't owned the Giants. That's 2 of the biggest teams in the division, in the conference. The 49ers, that's a problem. The 49ers, we better hope that Seattle's good and can kind of help knock them down some, because the Cardinals are going to be ass. I don't think the Rams are going to be very good either. And the 49ers, I don't think they have that tough of a schedule this year. So it could be that the 49ers could win the conference. Shout out to Joseph Heatherly, who actually sent me a metal detector. I have yet to go out there and use it. Just haven't had time to. But there is a cemetery that's literally, I could throw a baseball from this window here and have it land on some of the graves. That was from the 1790s. Yeah, it's a historic cemetery along with this house that we're here now. And I'm curious because right here in this spot where I am broadcasting to you. This was the Civil War Confederate Hospital.
That's a small hospital.
It was a small hospital, okay. Well, here, David. Yeah, that's where I'm talking to Carolina Cowboys to find out where we can go ahead and go. Now, it may not be where we can take as much stuff as we do, like at FedEx, but I'm thinking if we take the wings, you know, that, and we make some, and we go ahead and pre-cook the barbecue to make the barbecue sub. Although we might get cussed out there in Carolina if we bring barbecue.
Might need to bring something here.
We would. I mean, we got the tabletop griddle.
Yeah,
I mean, so something that we can, take like a SUV with the trailer behind it.
Because it's not like Washington where you can stay.
Yeah, and we need to be able to put it inside because we know we all have to go into the game. But yeah, that may be the case there. But we probably won't have as many people as we would at FedEx because we literally take over that place. Okay.
But you have the crew.
So, looking at the conference, I don't know that Jordan Love is going to do better than Aaron Rodgers. You got Kirk freaking Cousins, the Bears, and the Lions. I can understand why people are picking the Lions for that division because that division stinks right now. Tony Douglas. Tony, I'm gonna pull a Michael Anthony Fitness reaction gig economy on that one and say depends on my cash. Depends on my cash there, buddy.
I would say New York.
If we can get this place done and I haven't lost my ass on it, then there's probably a good chance. If I don't go to training camp, I would probably be going to Hall of Fame and see DeMarcus Ware inducted.
Yeah, that would be worth going to.
That would be a much cheaper event, and it would be easier because that's like a 6-hour drive. We can drive there, boom, and you'd be back.
DeMarcus Ware, most people know who he is. He's a more.
Damn, Allen, power went straight to your head.
I think a lot more people recognize who he is.
Philadelphia, y'all Eagle fans are like heroin addicts. Can't wait to be the Super Bowl once in a blue moon, only to lose. Well, damn. All right, so we look at the NFC North, and I think we can compete with all those teams. We look at the NFC South. Does anybody think that New Orleans is going to be great with Derek Carr? I mean, they do have my buddy Demario Davis, who's taking over NFL Network for a day on Tuesday. They have a good defense, but it's still Derek Carr.
Oh, I didn't know he went to.
Tampa Bay is going to be ass. Atlanta, rebuilding. Carolina, come on. And then you go.
Starting quarterback for them.
And then you go, like you said, you go out west. You got Seattle, but is Seattle like that team that was a playoff team last year that regresses? Arizona's ass. Rams going to be ass. They're rebuilding. There's opportunity where you look at this and say, if we have another piece or two here, maybe we can make that deep run. Blue moon balls. How are we getting back to the balls? Come on, man. Alan Williams, don't make me. I will be at the 24 draft in Detroit, Michigan. You know what? I tell you what, Dante, I have not been back to Detroit since probably like 2014 or 2015. I would actually love to see downtown Detroit again. Because they were in the process of kind of like everything was changing. They had built the Riverwalk that's down there, which is kind of cool because they got the tunnel that goes on over to Windsor, Canada. It used to be you go over there to the casinos and stuff before they had all the casinos and things. But it used to be just the Greektown Casino, but then MGM came in there too. They ended up redoing the Joe Louis Arena for hockey, and so downtown has been like rebuilt now. Some of the outskirts of the town said you got to be careful. But I'm curious to see how Detroit would do it. That's only about a 7-hour drive. That's a lot shorter than the Kansas City one. And I think you know, I'm gonna talk to the crew and see if they want to get it together and push it back for a number 2. But no, pause. See, damn kids, you say number 2. Oh Lord. Well, see, Jen, Jen, I'm gonna tell you, I started going to Detroit for Thanksgiving every year in 2003. And it was really rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. I asked a cab driver, because whenever I go someplace new, I'd always say, what is the one thing that you must do when you come to your city? I do this everywhere. You know, people would say, oh, you know, you gotta see, you know, if you go to New York, oh, you gotta go to the Empire State Building and go on top of it. You gotta go to Times Square. And so in Detroit, when I asked the cab driver, he said, get out alive. I said, no, I mean, what is the one thing that you want to do, you know, as a tourist? Get out alive. And he was dead serious. But it was getting better as the years went on. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've been to a lot of Super Bowls. Indianapolis, Tampa Bay a couple of times, Jacksonville, Miami a couple of times, Houston a couple of times, Dallas, New York, Arizona, all over the place, and Detroit. And I'm going to actually say the Super Bowl in Detroit was one of the more memorable ones and the friendliest Super Bowl I ever went to. That was Seattle versus the Steelers. And that's when, you know, the bus literally, Jerome Bettis, they had a school bus that he showed up in.
Oh, I remember that.
And that was, it snowed the night before the Super Bowl. And it was just like the people were so happy that people were there. They treated you so nice. When you go to South Beach and have a Super Bowl, it's kind of like, you're fucking up with my time. Why are you here? It's not friendly. It's not. Don't sleep on Detroit. And if they do the draft is there. I can guarantee you it'll be done well. And you know what? I think I'll be there. I think we're gonna have to make that an annual trip now. Okay, I could see 15-2 and could see us 12-5 if we lose a couple of games. We should. Well, my thing is this. What always ends up derailing our Cowboys, and people will say it's just because Dak sucks in the playoffs. And maybe that's the case. But it's funny, it's not funny, it's actually sad. More times than not, you start looking at our team, and by the time we get to the playoffs, we have people that are really and truly nicked up or gone. How many times we got to go through with Tyron Smith either, you know, on one leg or gone? How many times we got to go through where our wide receivers are injured? How many times we got to go through where Zeke Elliott's got a hyperextended knee or plantar fasciitis or something? You know, how many times you got to go through with Tony Pollard injured? And when it comes playoff time, you need the dogs and the horses in the fight. You just do. And the Cowboys have always been that team that has paid, like, you know, the DeMarcus Lawrence. You know, we got to have him. You pay your quarterback. You know, you pay Zeke Elliott. You pay Zach Martin and Tyron Smith. And the problem is when you pay half of the cap to say 8 or 9 guys, big money that deserve it, then you start looking at other guys. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I tell you one thing. With the inspector we have down here, I can guarantee you that you won't have any problems if he inspected the house. He will not miss a thing. Trust me, bro. He won't miss a thing. Okay? But the problem is when you pay a lot of money to your frontline guys is now you have to pay little money to those guys that have to play valuable minutes. And when you lose, like a Tyron Smith, when you had to go to a Chaz Green, that's a problem. And see, this is where, for a long time, the New England model worked so well because they wouldn't go through and pay big contracts. They would let the big guys go get big contracts elsewhere, get more picks. They would make trades to get more picks. They would win the Super Bowl and have 12 picks the next year. And they would believe in saying, we need depth. You may not have the tip-top player in this category, but I've got two guys that are really, really good. And if I lose one, I'm not stepping back. So come playoff time, yeah, they have some injuries, but they have decent players to fill in. We have injuries, and we don't have decent players necessarily to fill in. And that's where I looked at this, and somebody had said, is DeAndre Hopkins an option? Yeah, you know,
He might be going to Green Bay for all we know.
That's possible.
That's room.
It's anything is possible. You know, I bet the Cardinals, knowing that their season is going to be ass, would like to start the process of, you know, getting themselves in cap shape to try and make a run in the future. And DeAndre Hopkins, by the time they get Kyler Murray happy or replaced, he's going to be done. And so they're looking at it and saying, do we want to spend another $50 million over the next 2 years on a guy who won't be when we need him? If we can get something still for him and get somebody to take his cap numbers, they may do that. Now the question will be is, would the Cowboys or anybody else want to take on that burden? That is the question. We know that Baltimore is trying to appease Lamar Jackson now that they paid him, and that was one of the things, guys, he wanted.
He doesn't have an agent.
Junebug, I'm sorry to see the Redskins on Thanksgiving. Give us another team for once. It's always Giants and Redskins, laugh out loud for the most part. You know what? I tell you what pisses me off is the fact that the Redskin game, the Commanders game, is the last game of the season again.
In Washington.
It's like, you know, what are y'all trying to do? Well, seriously.
The day was Thanksgiving, so like, we'll get.
We suffered in the cold last year.
I'm not going this year. I'm for sure not going.
Niners and Codes all night. Are you sure Purdy's going to be back by week 5?
We'll see.
Is he going to be ready? I mean, is he going to have training camp?
We'll see. He's the best in the half right now. But I'm not sure.
Atlanta Converse, and failure in all Philly has the moment blue moon. Okay. Aaron Rodgers for Thanksgiving would have been a super much watched TV. Well, here's the reality, Junebug. You know, Cowboys are always much watched TV. It doesn't matter. Oh, although I will say, Eagle fans, I'm just curious. How is it that, you know, the Cowboys have the top 5 highest rated games of last year? How is it that you guys are like the 5th highest with the Cowboys?
Oh, come on.
That the Giants almost double your numbers? You know, I mean, you guys are the best team in the history of football. How is it that you're number 5 with the Cowboys game? I have to remind me when we're home to go ahead and get the thingy you put in the computer to take the memory stick, and get Dak Prescott's, Buck Them Birds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And also the sounds for, Ladies Night and Miss Hot Sauce Lola. So, yeah, I got the little stream deck here. I just don't have the sounds to hook up to it. I can't remember how to do it. Because I need my sound effects and things. Now, I did mess up yesterday because I didn't realize that one of this clip from Philly 500 actually had. Well, it goes a little long, and so it actually has. If you stop it long enough, you can get his phone number. And it was like, he's like, "Did you give out my phone number?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I'm getting these strange calls from Barry." I'm like, "I don't know." Is it Barry good?
By the way, get my hair, and so before we start this video, I gotta get this mother humping thing out of the way. Holmes is my dad. Okay, that's out of the way. Ow!
Yes, I am, son. I am quite a few people's daddy, quite frankly. In fact, I feel like I'm Papa Smurf here on YouTube. You know, I'm the old guy that's got the scruffy beard. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta check the poll. Oh, ladies, is a hardworking man that fixes anything and a little scruffy, but can also cook. Okay, 58-42. Really? Wow. So they're saying I'm not sexy. I tell you what, I'm gonna end the poll. I tell you what,
I could fix something.
from time to time when we're here working, and I'm here knee deep and stuff, I can see my beautiful bride just kind of look over it. And you know what? You know that look. See, I always mess up that look. Cause she'll look over like, yeah, my man is sexy. Look, oh, she's like, ooh, look at that man. And I'll say, oh, I'm looking sexy, aren't I? As soon as you say, I'm looking sexy, aren't you? Killed it. Sometimes I open my mouth. Okay. I open my mouth and ruin the moment. So, yes. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So I will, let's see. We're going to stay until Sunday. You know, maybe I'll, you know, if it really bothers y'all, I'll get a razor blade and I'll just try and trim it up a little bit. Okay. It's the plumber's crack. That's, oh shit. My wife is like, if you ever, she's like, oh my God. She's like, it's like, baby, it's not my fault. I'm getting the old man butt. Because you know what happens when you start getting old? See, I used to have, you know, from running and everything else, when I used to run, I used to have an ass. But you get old, you get belly, and it's like your ass goes to your belly. And so it's constantly forcing your pants down, okay? I'm not trying to be one of them young guys, and I don't know how they keep the pants up. Do they have like some special tape or something that holds it to the thigh? I don't know how they keep it up, because it's hard.
Some of them wear a belt, but it's all the way down to the behind with the belt.
I don't.
And it's just like, I don't
no, it's below the. No, it's below their ass. I'm like, I got a belt above my ass and I can't keep my pants up. How do they keep it below their ass?
Well, some of them are skinny.
I don't understand that. And although, you know, when you do have your crack out, it is a little extra air conditioning, because some days it's just hot. I mean, let's be clear here. It's hot. Okay, all right. So we're back off the rails again. Let's go for a little comedy here.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? We get a wide receiver. Are you still here? Why do we get a wide receiver? Oh, they got some. Oh, damn, he a dog. Oh, shit, he is a dog.
You forget that
See, that's a good pick, though.
Oh my God, I can't wait for the season to get here, man. Oh, I can't wait to get everybody together. You get Rashid on over. Oh, well, do I want to go to New York with Rashid to that game?
That's okay. I got a crew of people.
We need to find out, how does the Wi-Fi work there? That's the first
I
question.
got 5 people that are going to the game, so I'm good with you going now.
He's like, screw you, Dad.
But Carolina, that's where it's really going to be at.
If we get to Carolina, I can't remember what time that game is.
I think it's at 1 o'clock.
We only have one 1 o'clock game. See, that's Eagle fans. That's how you know that we the bomb diggity, and why everybody loves us, because we only have one 1 o'clock game. Only one, which is actually good for me, because you know it's kind of cool. Builds up the game. What?
Didn't we lose a lot of 1 o'clock games last season?
It always felt weird having 1 o'clock games.
I think we lost.
I hated 1 o'clock games because
1 o'clock games
you know,
more than we won.
I'd like to go ahead and have the early food and stuff done, and then do the big sub. When you're doing the big sub for 1 o'clock, it's just like I don't have enough time to get all of it together. It's just like I'm pressed. But I have to say that we're going to end at 10 o'clock tonight, because I got to pack all this stuff up, and I have yet to have a shower today. And I have to be back here at 6 a.m. to let the drywall guys in. So I appreciate all of you wonderful people. I'll be back in the man cave on Sunday, and I'll be working on what?
July's 1 o'clock.
That's the only one.
Yeah, it's only one. So we have to. That's 1 o'clock.
That one would have to be, we'd go the night before and stay,
Well, that's why I was.
and have to have everything on ice for the tailgate.
Well, we planned on staying
'Cause-
one night.
That's about a 6-hour drive. So
DJ and Rashid and I probably plan on staying at least one night.
okay, well we'll figure that out. We're definitely
If
gonna,
we end up-
and I got to figure out which game in Dallas we're gonna go to. Okay.
I'll be going with you to Dallas. I'll go to the other two games.
But I prefer actually 4 o'clock games. Although that wouldn't be bad if it was in Carolina, if it was 1 o'clock game, because after the game, leave.
Yeah, so
You know, 5 o'clock, you're on the road, we're back home by midnight.
I'll probably drive with Rashid.
And we would keep the tailgate set up on the smaller side, easier side. And I would say
I'll be
that,
riding with DJ and Rashid so we can all take turns driving.
well, what we could do is like rent a cargo van. So that way everything could fit in the cargo van. And then we'd have somebody driving like an SUV to carry passengers. Because you can have 2 people in the cargo van, and then we have the other vehicle, and then we're not renting like anything
I
major.
could drive 5 hours and I'm at the stop. I could drive 5 hours.
Oh!
I do it now anyway, so I could drive.
There's my beautiful bride. See, here's what's funny. See,
I can drive easily 5 hours.
we've been married going on, we've been together for 20 years. 20 years. Shout out to Tracy. And we have known each other now come this summer. In May, we'll have known each other for 40 years, Trey. Can you believe that? Because it was 1984, summer of 1984, the year I first saw you. Yeah. And she still takes my breath away. Fell in love with her at JMU. But see, you know, y'all think I'm crazy now. I was really crazy back then. But my beautiful bride, she's one of those stealthy YouTube watchers. She watches, but you don't know if she's watching or not. I bet it was me talking about showing my crack that brought her in here. Because I said, listen, we're not trying to show crack. I'm trying to do better. Honey, I am trying to do better. I don't know if you've noticed, Trey, I bet you have not seen my crack this week. I've done better with my jeans. Actually, some of it's losing weight. I have to admit, Trey, some of it is losing the extra weight that my pants stay up a little bit better. So less belly is less pushing the belt and the pants down. But, you know, I still slip from time to time. But the conversation has gone off the rails again. But at least we're not talking about blue balls anymore. All right, so good people, I do have to get back here in less than 8 hours. Because we're going to get this place together. And sometime in the near future, this will be actually all finished and complete where it really will look good, hopefully. And maybe some of you guys can actually come here, take a visit, have some wings, and hang out. Crack kills, Tony. You're 100% right. All right, good people, just remember,
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out.